Hello, my name is Sai Prakash Belkeri, and welcome to the episode 2 of Journey and Beyond with Bolt IoT. Today, we are going to talk to Riaz Sulaimi, and he is one teacher who has also experience in IT industry, left all that work, came back to teaching to share all his knowledge and experience with the students of the school going students. I personally feel this is a great contribution to the society. This is the best way to contribute to the society. And without further ado, let's talk to him. Hello, Riaz, how are you doing? Firstly, welcome, and thanks a lot for doing such awesome work. If you can, quickly uh, explain what your work, what all works you have been doing in this space.
Hi, Sai. Thank you for having me here. Currently, I'm a teacher, teaching in a primary school. At the same time, I'm also the teacher in charge of the tech club in my school. And
Hmm.
prior to this, so before switching to teaching, I was working in the tech industry for about 10 years.
Oh,
So
wow.
now that I'm teaching, I'm really and being in charge of the tech club, I realized that a lot of the technology that they have been teaching the students before is quite outdated. So I'll try to bring all these new technologies to and to teach the kids so that whatever skills they are picking up will be quite relevant to the industry when they graduate later on. At the same time, build some interest so they will know at an early stage what they want to do. Maybe if they're really interested in IT, so they can see all the different pathways they can take when they go to high school, secondary school, or even colleges later on. They can plant the seed early, so to say, so that they can start the interest early and give them a head start.
Wow, that's a great foresight that you have. That's a great vision, I would say. The reason I have set up this call to talk to you was to bring all this work that you have been doing to all the people, all our customers. You have been a long customer with Bolt IoT, and you have been using all this work. So how did you first discover Bolt IoT? Where did you discover it?
Okay. Besides being the teacher in charge of the technology club, I'm also one of the teachers who are involved in the innovation program, which is actually a
Mm-hmm.
special program for the primary five students because they are involved. This is like a competition for the whole of Singapore. So one of the groups they're actually quite interested in doing home automation and IoT related things. So going through all the different products that are available, there we came to a conclusion that one of the few technologies that I came across was this Bolt IoT. And as
Mm.
I delve into it more, I realized that it actually is quite user friendly and it's very easy
Mm.
for children of their age from 10 to 12 to pick up because the steps are not too complex and even the setting up and the programming is actually quite easy to understand. So from there, I got some kits first to test myself and to create some curriculum for the students to follow, and through online learning and so on. So that's how it all started actually. And then now, from one kit now is we have gone on to get even more kits from Bolt, so that we can try to
Wow.
really spread this out for the other senior students because they are much more attuned to all the new technologies. So
Hmm.
hopefully, let's see where we go from here. Yeah.
Wow, that's really great. I mean, that's how any chain starts. One student starts it, and when he does crazy, amazing stuff, other people look at it and they get inspired and they start work, and that's how
Yeah,
it should
exactly.
be. Wow, that's really amazing. Now, tell us also what interesting things, as you also really pointed out, it is very user friendly. What other things you really uniquely liked about Bolt?
Okay.
What was your experience like?
Okay, I think besides being user friendly and very easy to pick up, I think the community support is also quite important. And
Mm.
what the students, when they're doing the research, what they realize is that there's a lot of support from the user community. in terms of guidance or whether YouTube tutorial videos or even support from Bolt themselves. They were quite open with the information they provide, the documentation, and so on. So it's not very difficult for somebody who's totally new to things that are involved in IoT to understand the basics, and then from there to actually apply what they learn through theory to actually go
Mm-hmm.
and actually set up these things easily. So for students who are from 11 to 12, they realize that, oh, I can set up things like even using Google Assistant to set up things to switch on lights and to power things or to monitor the temperature of a room. They are able to set this up between less than 15 minutes. So as this technology, as they realize that it's not really too difficult, and they are more keen to actually learn and do more things and search what else they can do with this platform. So I think the ease of getting getting more knowledge through this Bolt IoT itself, and being able to see that they're able to do many
Mm-hmm.
things easily. I think that's what really makes us, as me especially, attracted to this Bolt IoT platform.
Wow, that's really great. Because we often do not find a community that's where the whole learning happens. We have a lot of technologies out there, but when you have communities where the real learning happens, where the real innovation happens, and Bolt is exactly providing that community. And I'm really happy
Okay.
that it's helping you.
Yes,
So
thanks.
what
I
what made you choose Bolt IoT? Because as we are going deeper into these questions, I realize that there are also other things in the market. But what
mm,
exactly made you choose Bolt over other devices that are out there in the market, like Arduino's or Raspberry Pis?
mm. Okay. Because this Bolt IoT is a platform that we just discovered, but prior to this, like the years before, we worked with many things like Arduino, and then from Arduino itself, when you want to get things online, it's not so easy because you need to get all the different shields, except for
Mm,
the recent versions that just came out recently with the Wi-Fi built in. And in between, when we have to do any IoT related setup or projects, we have to really work with things like ESP32 or Node MCU, where
mm,
there's a lot of we need to get things online using Wi-Fi. So
mm,
doing all this with all the codes and all that and setting up, it's not too easy for new students who are very new to programming. Even if we are doing a lot of guidance for them, and sometimes the lines of codes will really like scare them away because they feel like it's so difficult at that young age. Of course, there are always exceptions, some better students. However, I think with both, because the steps are genuinely straightforward, and most
mhm,
of the planning, most of the work actually comes from planning what you want to do and then how to get it done. Of course, there are some things involved when you have to involve with APIs and all that, but because the setup is so easy, this allows the students to really open up their views because they're not so scared because they know the basic setup is very easy, so they are more keen to
mm,
really get deeper into this technology, and that's where we start introducing them to simple Python codes. Even the Python codes to get involved in the APIs are not too, it's not too extreme. You just need a few lines of code to get things done. So the students, the more they try, the more successes they have, then the more they want to find out what else they can do. And I think that's the basis of
mm,
getting the kids involved. When they are very excited, they want to learn more, then we just let them go and do the research and all that, and they go through the internet to find all the different things they can do with this technology. So I think that's the main reason that I think this book is really quite attractive to me, because it allows the students to
mm,
really um, dwell into this new technology without having to worry about all the problems it might face. And because we are able to sidestep this barrier in a very simple way, there's I think the road that we is quite limitless. They can do whatever they want. All they need to do is to just have
Mm.
the idea, and then they can come up with and look at all different ways they can resolve all the issues that they need to complete their projects.
Wow, that's great. That's it. I mean, I just can't agree more because when the technology itself become hurdle, we just cannot think about more innovative things, more we just can't go into that creative space when
Correct.
the technology itself becomes a hurdle. And if the
Yeah.
technology is really seamless, easy to use, then you can quickly build whatever you think about, whatever ideas that come to your mind, and you can start implementing them really fast.
Yeah,
That brings
exactly.
me to the next question. How are your students doing? I'm really curious to know what kind of projects they have built. What is the journey? This all has been your journey, but what is beyond? What are you doing beyond from the learnings that you took from Bolt IoT?
Okay. Currently, the main team that is working with this Bolt IoT is they are actually they want to build a doorbell alarm for the deaf. So
Oh, wow.
and they want to integrate this with the home automation system. So of
Mm-hmm.
course, being new, I got them going through some different basic tutorials like setting up and even doing mini projects with Google Assistant to actually activate the lights using the Bolt IoT kit and some other tutorials
Mm-hmm.
that they found online. Yeah, so currently what they're doing is they are using this what I like to do with my students is I like to build up their skills slowly. So every small step they do is a skill that they pick up that they can use to add on for the following project. So
Mm-hmm.
they are going through a few tutorials and stages of learning. So now currently they're working on their uh, doorbell for the deaf so that anywhere there's this if you're a deaf person can be anywhere in the house but you are able to bring this doorbell so that the employees at the door they are able to know through a light up system to inform
Mm-hmm.
the person that there's someone's at the door. Yeah, so they're also looking at other things now like whether they can integrate cameras inside so that you can also get a message to know who's at the door. Yeah, so right now they are doing all the research portion. They have gotten the doorbell to work with the lights and so on, and they're trying to get to integrate using an actual doorbell. And of course, they're also learning how to do a little bit of scripting using on the Raspberry Pi using the GPIO pins. Yeah, so it's just a few mini projects that they do before they integrate to become the full project. Yeah. So currently, there's I have one team
Oh,
working on that,
wow.
and then the rest of the seniors will probably once their exams are over, they will. We intend to do like a mini workshop for them, so they'll be also introduced to this technology, and then let's see what
Wow.
other innovations they will come from the ideas that they will come from here because most of the times we underestimate the ideas that the children have even though they are young actually they have many great ideas that we can build upon. Yeah, so they always bring a very fresh perspective to things that they can do with technology, and I think it's good for us to develop this generation because they are our future. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I just can't believe things how how the young students. What is the age of these students who are building this
They
project?
are 11 to 12 years old. Yeah, so
Oh my God. I mean, 11 to 12 years old. I was, I don't know what even, what was I doing at that age. I really don't know, because uh, at this age, they are trying to pull off such great things. They are trying to be so empathetic, I mean, I'm trying to interpret their thoughts when they came up with the idea saying, we have to make a doorbell for the deaf. I mean, look at the kind of empathy they have for things. I'm sure these when these students turn out to be professionals, they'll build such a great products. And we are really happy that Bolt is able to provide such a platform to these people. Would
Yeah.
you like to add any final words?
I think I'm very thankful to Bolt for all the support that they have given to us,
Mhm,
and I think hopefully the students will really come up with more projects and ideas stemming from this technology that Bolt has provided, and from there
mhm.
hopefully there will be they will come up with things that really will benefit everybody in the future. So thank you very
Wow,
much.
that's great, Reddit. Thanks for sharing your time, and also sharing all this great insights with our customers. And thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for having me here.